Your intelligence may be the most expensive excuse you own, because a powerful mind can build a convincing reason for almost any bad decision. Smart people rarely stay broke because they cannot understand money. They stay broke because they can explain, defend, and postpone better than everyone else. An average person says, "I don't know." A smart person says, "I already know," then quietly repeats the behavior, destroying them. And there is one trait that separates intelligence that creates wealth from intelligence that creates excuses. Most intelligent people were never trained to develop it. It is not a higher salary. It is not discipline. And it is not another book. I'll reveal it after we expose the machinery. Imagine Daniel, educated, articulate, ambitious. He can discuss markets, inflation, interest rates, and the economy with the confidence of someone already successful. He can explain compound interest in perfect detail. But 7 days before payday, he checks his account like he is opening a medical diagnosis. He researches investments for months, yet never automates the first transfer. He waits for the perfect strategy while his money disappears through ordinary decisions. Daniel's problem is not low intelligence. His intelligence is simply working the wrong job. It has become his defense attorney instead of his architect. Psychologists call part of this motivated reasoning, using mental ability to reach the conclusion you want, then building respectable arguments around it. I need the expensive apartment because location saves time. I need the newest phone because I work better with reliable technology. I earned this vacation because burnout is expensive. Every sentence sounds intelligent. That is precisely why the trap is difficult to see. Each purchase can be defended alone, but stack the rent, financing, subscriptions, deliveries, and upgrades together, and the defense collapses. Smart people do not always make fewer irrational decisions. Sometimes they simply possess a larger vocabulary for disguising them as rational. Here's the uncomfortable test. If knowledge alone created wealth, everyone who understood compound interest would already be financially secure. But knowing is emotionally safe. Acting creates evidence. And evidence can reveal that your intelligence is not producing the life your identity promised. So the mind discovers a cleaner escape: complexity. It replaces the frightening simplicity of action with the impressive appearance of preparation. You build spreadsheets. Compare 12 investment platforms. Watch 40 videos. Design a perfect budget with categories more complicated than your actual income. You optimize a future portfolio containing money you have not saved. The process feels productive because your brain is working hard. But complexity is often procrastination wearing a suit. It protects you from making a simple decision that can later be measured. Automatically moving money on payday is painfully simple. And simplicity leaves nowhere for intelligence to hide when you fail to follow through. The fear is not that you are incapable. The fear is discovering that knowledge never mattered as much as consistent, boring behavior. Then comes the status trap. Intelligent people often build their identity around being capable, informed, upward moving, and slightly ahead of everyone else. When reality does not match that identity, visible consumption becomes a costume. The apartment, car, clothes, and technology perform success before wealth exists. You are not only buying an object, you are buying an alibi. Physical evidence that tells other people and yourself that you are doing well. Real wealth is frustratingly invisible. It looks like money nobody sees, purchases you refused, and years when nothing about you appeared impressive. Status is visible immediately. Wealth appears slowly. and a brain addicted to recognition will repeatedly choose the signal over the substance. This creates the income illusion, the belief that the next promotion will finally solve everything without requiring your identity to change. But a higher salary with the same psychology is only a larger pipe feeding the same leak. Spending expands to defend the upgraded identity. The future version of you becomes an imaginary employee. You assign them every uncomfortable responsibility, saving more, paying debt, investing, and becoming disciplined. Today receives the reward, tomorrow receives the invoice. Behavioral economists call this present bias. Immediate pleasure feels heavier than future freedom. The purchase is real now. The financial consequence feels distant and abstract. So your intelligent mind signs a contract against someone it cannot see. That is why subscriptions multiply, installment plans feel harmless, and "I'll fix it next month" can survive for years without sounding absurd. Then scarcity tightens the trap. When money becomes urgent, bills and deadlines consume attention, leaving less mental space for long-term decisions. Intelligence has not disappeared. It has been captured. The brain becomes brilliant at surviving Friday and terrible at designing the next 5 years. The result is a vicious loop. Pressure narrows attention. Narrow attention creates short-term choices, and short-term choices produce more pressure. This is where most advice becomes insulting. Just budget harder ignores the fact that the mind under pressure is already fighting too many fires. The solution is not more information. It is removing decisions before stress, temptation, pride, or intelligence gets permission to negotiate. And now we reach the missing trait. The difference between intelligence that performs and intelligence that actually compounds. It is financial humility, the willingness to look ordinary, feel uncertain, and use simple systems without needing your decisions to appear sophisticated. Financial humility says, "I cannot afford that," without turning the sentence into a personal attack. It lets truth outrank appearance. It drives the plain car while someone poorer finances the impressive one. It asks beginner questions without protecting the image of being smart. It accepts that a boring automatic transfer can outperform months of brilliant analysis because behavior compounds while theories remain trapped inside the skull. You do not need a smarter mind. You need a financial system your smartest excuses cannot access. Start with 4 rules. First, pay your future self automatically when income arrives. Choose an amount you can sustain, then remove willpower from the transaction. Second, create friction. Wait 72 hours before non-essential purchases. Delete saved payment details. Make an impulsive decision survive 3 nights. Third, measure what cannot flatter you. Track monthly cash flow, debt, and net worth, not salary, job title, or what your lifestyle appears to cost. Fourth, run experiments instead of building identities. Change one behavior for 30 days, record the result, and let evidence, not ego, decide what stays. This turns money from a referendum on your intelligence into a machine you can improve. No shame, no performance, only feedback. Before your next purchase, ask one question. Is this solving a real problem or defending the person I want others to believe I am? The answer may be uncomfortable. Good. Discomfort is often the sound of an expensive identity losing control. Daniel never needed another stock tip. He needed to stop using intelligence as legal counsel for habits that were stealing his future. Your mind can become an architect or an attorney. One builds systems. The other keeps proving why nothing needs to change. If you want to expose the hidden forces controlling your money, behavior, and power, comment the expense your intelligence keeps defending.